And while creating the EC2s, we have added the user data to install the HTTP Apache.
Yeah.
Once the EC2s were up, we have connected and we have added the HTML .html index.html and ABC test.html. Those files we have created in order to avoid the like health check failures and as well as to make the application up.
Yeah. So, like, where is the Apache path? Can you guys help me? Where is from where
Yeah,
Apache?
var slash
Slash var
www.
slash www slash html slash.
This is the path. Yeah, very important. So, with that, can you guys help me here? So, before session, right, I was preparing some data, just like to ask these questions now. Just scan this, the image. Why not clear? Yeah. Can you guys see this image? Just understand the here some keywords. Bastion host users are nothing but admins. These guys are the admins. Just observe keywords here, some of them. This one, public subnet, private subnet, one security group, so another security group. We did one lab similar to this. Instead of this, we kept one component here. Can you tell me what component we kept here? This is for SSH purpose. So instead of this EC2, we did one lab.
Load balancer.
Load balancer.
Yeah, load balancer. So some companies, right, instead of load balancer, they'll go with this EC2. This EC2 is, that name is called the Bastion host separately. So right now, since we are going with the default VPC, all our EC2 machines are getting public IPs. So once we move to our own VPC concept, so application like Apache, Nginx, we don't give them public IPs for Apache EC2 machines. We will keep them in the, you see here, private. So you cannot access them. Why we have to go with that is the security. Just observe this. And then this guy has also, just observe here. Yeah. See here as well. So you are doing as such. This is nothing but same image, little. There it was Bastion users. Here it will. Blind role is admin will come on SSH port number. I mean to say SSH protocol portal, and end user will come on HTTP, HTTPS. So this is the admin flow I was telling. So Bastion host. Can you see here? What is the IP address here for Bastion? Public or private IP?
Public.
For application?
Private.
192 series, right? So
Private.
So we keep majority of them in the private network. So just keep this thought. Just observe this kind of architecture diagram. We have to make it. So I was telling right yesterday. Please make one architecture diagram. So there will be security group also. This is the security group image. The outer layer, right? This boundary is called security group one. You see here this one. Maybe image is not that much clear, but that's just trying. Administrator, end user. Don't care about on this thing. Yeah, for me, important flow. You know this, I think, this flow already. This flow you know already. Can you guys help me here? Admin is entering into, here is your Apache is running. Here is Apache. Can you guys tell me admin is coming on via where? Yeah.
Via 22 SSH port.
Yeah, he is going to one. This is load balancer or what is this logo? This one.
EC2.
EC2. Yeah. So is this, we did one lab with the load balancer. You can replace load balancer with EC2. That EC2 is called Bastion. Okay. After our load balancer lab, we will do this one lab. Okay. So majority companies, like they'll have this kind of setup, Bastion setup. So admin will come to the Bastion. This mission will not have public IP. So within cloud, private one mission to another mission, private IP will work. Here to here, private we use. This mission will not have public IP. So we'll take a private IP. So first, this mission will have a public IP. Can you suggest me here what IP address we need to assign for this?
Private.
What public IP you need to assign for this? Because majority people will be using this one. Public IP, I'm telling it, not private. Majority people will use this mission, admins. So with that thought, you need to assign one public IP for this.
VPN IP.
Yeah, that 22 port number you will allow. But if I restart this mission, I'm telling right, this mission will have a public IP.
Oh, elastic IP.
Yeah, they will assign the elastic IP because we all will continuously will be logging to this mission. If I want more security for this mission also, what I can do? I want to put more security for this mission, then what I do? What we can do? Before this EC2 mission, keep a one more. Can you suggest me like what component we can introduce? I want
WAF.
one more.
Security group and IAM user, right?
One more load balancer you can keep, right? TCP load balancer. In NLBR, the classic one. Yeah. WAF is for purely for end users. WAF majority we use for end users. Okay. Good. Can you help me here? End users are coming on which port number here? You see here, very clearly port numbers are mentioned.
22.
443.
43.
443 they are coming. And then application is running on which port number? By seeing this, you can come to know.
800.
Application is running on this port number 8080. So in the target group, we will allow 8080. In the listener 4432, you will have to map to the 8080. Now behind application again is connecting to database. This is separate concept. We will go through here. So with this 1, 2, 3, 4, total 4 security groups will come. So you'll leave this topic. Okay. So any queries, thoughts you want to ask on it? This. Because when you join a project, right, we will give this kind of images to you. They are like kind of just because you are coming with a cloud background, right? You have to understand this flow. Leave this, the below one. This is the flow we discussed till now here. Yeah, this one you already understood. This is the same guy. So just keep these references. This is important one. Because once you join the projects, we will be giving these kind of images to you, the architecture for architecture diagrams. So what I'll do for next session, right? I'll create some issues. Website will not work. So you have to tell me like, so where to check something and I'll please help me with that. For today, I'll continue with our flow. But for next session, the website will get broken. You have to tell me like what and all steps to do to correct with that access flow. Just let me go with this flow. Keep this references. I was selling the one of the important server, admin server. We call that as a name called Bastion, or the server called Jump server. Private network always. So as an admin, if you want to go to this application private network, You have to go to the Bastion, and then you will be accessing these applications, EC2 missions. And then as an end user, goes to applications via. Can you guys help me here? How end user is going? Via?
TCP 443
Yeah, true, but what is the component is here?
load balance.
Yeah, that is via load balancers. Yes, this is the flow. Just keep it. So let me just make one image. So this is the basic things I wanted. So we took an EC2 mission. We are running on top of EC2 mission. You are running an application server. Sorry, this guy. The normal the application is running Apache, the one of the web server. When you install the set up the OS, you will get a kind of one path here. The path here there will be one path /var www HTML. Here start.html will be there. So thumb rule, please keep this very important. Apache will understand HTMLs and PHP kind of code only. Apache doesn't have intelligence. Let's say, for example, you have a video in your laptop. Can you open video with MS Word? No, right? Notepad? No. You need a player. The same way, I have a Java language, Java or .NET or some other Go language, Python. Apache cannot understand. Like as I said, right? Video cannot be opened with the MS Word. The same, you need a relevant software to understand that. So for now, Apache has a capability to understand majority these kind of HTML, JavaScript, CSS, those only. We call majority this content, right? They'll call this content the static content. What is meant by static content? Let's say, for example, you go to this page. You select this website. You access a number of people. Will it vary? It will be the same website, right? For all of them, you access it. So this kind of content is called, you access video, the document, normal documents. All those are all called static data, static content. Like for example, HTML, JavaScript, CSS, or documents, or videos, or like PDF, whatever text documents, majority. All these are called static videos. Next, you see, right? This is a form. Usually you can say that, please, I'm bringing some technical keywords, just keep it. I'm clicking on this form. It's a form for me. It's a kind of form. In the form, you will be entering some data right here. For example, you will be entering this. This will be the same form for everyone. It's you see, right? HTML content here. It will be the same form. In this form, you are entering here some data, right? You are entering some data. What is the data? Username, blah, blah, some you are entering, right? Then you will do at the end the submit button. So in the form, you are filling a data and then you are doing a submit. So behind, like you think some Apache or some server. So when you send a request, this Apache went into this page initial time. Where was this guy? Yeah. It picked this HTML files, it given to you here. It given to you. Here what port number it will be listening on the 80 port. Will be listening. And then you came on the 80 port number. It gave you this HTML page. Now you filled the form. Now the data you entered it. This data, whatever you entered, right, internally. So I'll tell you where was this? Yeah, you entered this data, right? 1, 2, 3, blah, blah, something here. Keep this you can say the data. I'll tell you very technical keyword. We used to say sometimes message also. message. Keep this, whatever you entered, collected that sometimes, right? Data is another name for data, you can say is the message also. This is called data. So here, what is the message you are entering in the form? Can you guys help me here?
User ID password.
Username, password, blah, blah, some data, right? Like for example, you are entering username and then the password and some components, some fields you are entering it. Now, this is called, please keep it, this is called message, or you can say that data. If you go more technical sometimes, right, they'll be saying it as a message. Usually, like if you are not technical background, if you are coming like kind of normal, so college kind of background. So usually when you say message, what do we think? It's a mobile message or WhatsApp message. It's not, that is okay. That is normal keyword. But in the technical, if you are a developer, if you are going like more technical things, anything in the form, whatever you are entering the data, that is behind, we call it as a message. When you say message, means some data, some kind of website content or something. Keep this thought, very important, message. Okay, good. Now you enter the data into the form, then behind the username password is correct or not, somewhere it will check. Then you will get one more form, the account details or something. After you entering input the message, the form, whatever the next form is coming, will it be the same form or it will differ for one person to another person?
Differ.
It will differ, right?
Yes.
So that such kind of content is called dynamic content. Based on input, the data will change. The data or message, whatever. Let's say, for example, if you go to the good developer technical guy, sometimes what they say that on the form, whatever you are getting as a response, right, that is also they will say as a message. So don't get confused, the usual mobile message or the WhatsApp message. Here in the technical keyword, anything you are seeing on the form, that sometimes we call as a message. Keep this very important keyword. This is equal to data or form data. Good. So my objective here is, there are in the websites, you go to any website, sometimes when we design right website, we used to let's say for example, you go to this, I used to work for this thing. You see right here, this is the website is getting loaded now, this website. So when they came to us first initial time, so we asked them, in this website, how much content will be the dynamic, how much content will be the static? You see, right, this is the static content or dynamic content, this one, whatever you are seeing it.
Static.
Static content.
Because all these are all called what? The normally videos, images, right? Normally. These are right. So videos, I'm telling very clearly, what is the good place to store in the cloud? Okay, let me put it like this. When you create a EC2 mission, you get a EBS volume assigned, right?
Yeah.
In the EBS volume, what is there? On top of that EBS volume, you install the OS. On top of that, what you will install now? Apache. So now Apache is getting some content, right? /var www html star.html here. All this content now is on top of which guy here now? Internally.
Block storage, EBS.
This is on top of EBS.
S3.
It is in the EBS only. Some, let's say for example, website is becoming very big. So along with this, what you add here? They'll give, the developer will give you. So along with this HTML, what you will have it? There will be some kind of videos, some kind of images, right? Now, let's say, for example, they brought 100 GB videos, like kind of 30 GB images, blah, blah, bigger content they brought. Now, how much capacity, which component you need to ask? You have to scale here in this OS or
S3.
no, no, here what, which one you need to scale? You need to increase here.
EBS.
Volume elastic.
EBS volume. Initial, how much you got? No, 8 GB. Now they are bringing more, right? Allocate more EBS volume. So if you can go with this also, with this option. But in the cloud, right, they gave you one option. If you are coming with videos, images, where you can store?
S3.
S3. What I'll tell to my developer, I will upload this content in S3. I will give S3 path where the videos, you make the code, change this code to pull the images behind from videos to images. That he will take care. That is his job. He will write the code in such a way that. But when you're sending a request will go to the S3 or request will go to the Apache first?
Apache.
Apache. Then Apache internally will go to the S3. It does the processing and then it will send the videos. That is what. Sometimes, right? Let me take the same. This is static. This is static. Static website. This is a video site. Now dynamic website. Okay. Let me take that same. Dynamic website, it will be the how the dynamic website will work. It will take some input. You will be keep on interacting, right, with the website. You will be entering the form again. It will give the result, something, right? So here, for example, here is some business logic needed. Here, some business logic. What is business logic? It has to do some like the validation, whether user correct or not, and then some compute, like how much balance is there, some logic. Some, yeah, some logic it has to do. What we do behind the form related data, normal form, HTMLs and all, we will keep it in the Apache. Behind we will use some HTML by default doesn't have the logic of this. It doesn't do HTML, doesn't have intelligence of doing compute, kind of logic, kind of validation. It does normal, basic, but not business related components. It doesn't have that intelligence. For that, people will go for these languages, Java or .NET or Python or like Go language. They'll go with this thing. So here what they'll do, they'll take some more EC2s. Here they'll run some servers, extra servers here. Now behind they'll use the databases here behind something. So it will collect the data, all your data will be there here, and then it will bring here, and then it will give it to you back here. So you got it right here. Any queries, questions you want to ask on this? Yeah, and EBS volume OS only is coming right now. Whatever the mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. See that if you see, right, when I'm creating a EC2 mission, can you help me here? What is the flow? I took a AMI and then I selected the instance type, and then I selected the EBS volume, created EC2, for example. Now I got EC2 mission, it is running, and it has EBS volume right now. So now you have OS already here. Whatever the softwares you are installing on top of where they're installing behind. Yeah, behind they're going on the EBS volume only. They're storing an EBS volume only. Yeah. So for my objective here is now you should be aware that there are some websites, static websites. There will be some websites called dynamic websites. That is the one you have to remember. We'll be working kind of these things. And you should know that from where this content is coming. Apache is bringing from here. Apache content is bringing. If you get this kind of chances, you have to design a solution. This one. Send this one to where? You guys were telling me where? Send this content to where? In which location?
S3.
S3.
How Apache knows to get to from here? How Apache knows, for example? How it knows? The developer has to design that code.
Developer.
Yeah, what is your job here? Create a S3 bucket, upload those videos, give like I gave you, right? Like the videos. Give him this path. Hey, here are the videos. You design your code to pull from here the content and all. That is what you have to say that. That next developer will he knows it what to do. That is what. Okay.
In
So-
such situations, does we give the inline policies or like how we enable the access for the S3 buckets? Like,
We will-
does we make it public or policies?
Policies, we will create IAM role for this. For
Okay.
this issue to write, we will assign IAM role.
Okay.
In that role, give this S3 bucket policy. Yeah, that is what we do. Good. So always remember, we will be working these kind of websites. Apache doesn't have intelligence of this kind of languages to understand. Business logic, it doesn't do. Apache just a static content it will send, but Apache has PHP, it will understand among the dynamic languages, like it will understand PHP. You need to enable kind of feature, but Java you cannot run on top of Apache. You need another kind of some software equal to the Apache, some kind of thing. That is the one. And whatever you are entering in the page, right, we will be calling that data is called message. So don't get confused with the mobile. That is my objective. Cool. So with this thought, you know right now from where Apache is picking the content, right? Now let me go example. Tell me here. I'm doing like this test.com/hello. Yeah, for example, now you did like this test.com, test apache.com. So can you tell me here? It will look into, okay, now let me put it like this. Okay, one more example. What is the extension for this? Okay. No, you need to have one folder right here. Hello, and then you should have what is the file here? Index.html. Otherwise, it will fail. By default, what file it will look normally? Index.html. Now let's say I'll do one more. Like let's go with our example only here. If I do cricket, what folder you should have here? Under HTML.
Cricket.
Here you
Cricket.
should have,
Slash index button.
you should have a cricket. Now with the same thought, yeah. That redirection, yeah. That redirection you have to do that thing, yeah. Yeah. That is you can do that redirection. For now, like let's go with this. For now, I wanted to little touch on the OS basics, so that is what my objective. So what? Let's say for example, if you don't enter here by default, which file it will look? It will look in the which folder? HTML folder. Now let me keep it one more example here. Yesterday we did not abc.html. In which path? Can you guys tell me in which path it will look for this? W HTML abc.html. If it is not there, you will get what error? 404 error. Yeah, 40 file not found error. Same way now, what is you are checking here? File or folder here? Here.
Folder.
Folder.
Here. Yeah, like what is the one it will check?
Context path. Slash.
Yeah, slash only, but what file it will look for now here?
Index.html.
Yeah, in this path, right? So here we don't have any extensions here. When you are doing like this, cricket something, right? In this HTML, you should have a folder called, what is that folder? Cricket. You should have a matching. Otherwise, the request will fail. Okay. With this thought, let's go to our website. So yesterday we did, right, some kind of mapping. We did a host base, right? Can you tell me this is the same website or different websites here?
Same website.
Same website, right? So in this case, if you go with the classic load balancer, you need to go with multiple load balancers and all classic. We are going with the ALB. ALB will support some kind of rule. Here, can you help me here? What rules we are going here? By seeing it, you can come to know.
Flash cricket.
Path based.
Rules are called path based. The host is not changing, like you have seen at ESPN or Flipkart, all those examples, right? That is what. So I'll take the same path based hosting. Like for example, if you type cricket, it has to give me this is cricket page. If you give me like for example football, it has to give me this is football page. Okay. So you could have seen in the real time also ESPN, you go for any website, they'll be using behind this concept. So if you don't know ALB, you will be thinking basics of, if you know the cloud related and on-prem related, you will be thinking there will be multiple servers. No, we will be using the same one load balancer with the different target groups we'll be playing here. So with this, just you tell me here what and all components needed to achieve this. Tell me here to do this. Say that from scratch only. Please help me. If I want to do, I got a simple AWS account. I want to do this lab. What setup and all you need?
First, create security groups for ALP and
And
EC2.
EC2. And EC2 will have, for example, Apache. Okay.
Apache.
Yeah. So tell me ALB.
Create target groups.
Yeah. In ALB XZ, what are the inbound rules?
Allow 80 port for end users.
Yeah. Next EC2, let's say that Apache XZ or whatever. Okay. Apache XZ. Yeah. Tell me inbound rules.
One 80 for ALB security group.
Yeah. Next.
SSH 22 for VPN IPs.
Yeah. VPN IPs. Yeah. Next. Yeah. Security group done. Next.
Create target groups.
How many target groups we need?
Four.
One target.
So you are doing rules right here. If comes forward to one, I have two EC2 missions, for example. One is for example,
Football. Okay.
easy. Here I will assign EC2 example. Here,
Football visit.
yeah. In this EC2 Apache path, how it will be? Can you guys tell me the path for Apache? How the path will come?
/var/wrl/html/
Because we are doing path based. Cricket, here you will have it.
.html.
In this, the same example. Extra thing was not this. So here you need to have a mapping path. That's all. Otherwise it will not work. Website will not work. Same thing. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, that is the name-based virtual hosting is there. You can go with this. We'll come that. In the Kubernetes, we will be doing that kind of thing. So that's why these are the core basics. I'm telling you, this will carry next whole our next sessions. These are very important. Okay. But now let me keep it to target groups. Okay. Next, target groups are there next.
ALB.
Yeah, create ALB.
Create ALB. Yeah. Associate the security groups. That is the next. Paths creation done. Yeah. Done. I'll create the files also. To create the files, I'll use a command called. Yesterday I was using one command, right? Yeah. The command was echo. Echo I was using. Yeah. Next.
Create EC2 machine.
Yeah, EC2s are there next. But very one of the important one thing is there.
You need to write a path-based rules under the ALB.
Yeah, very important. At ALB, make rules. The rules are very important. The rules are called path-based rules, very important. The paths are like if slash cricket comes, slash star we will keep. If slash cricket comes, which target group I need to forward here? In the ALB, in the ALB, do we assign EC2 or target groups? Yeah, this target group. This is the one. And the other one was slash to or star which comes forward to the target group, two target groups. That then test the website. So let me save this. This is the lab, path-based hosting. So with this thought, let me go for the lab. So, oh my God, oh, I learned it in morning. So always the first basics are always locked to a region, and then already the existing concepts are there for us. So I'll go with this. I'll create a separate thesis. One is the cricket FNTZ, not changing. Health checks. Under cricket, it will look for, it's your choice. For now, it will look for slash cricket. Yeah, index.html. It will look for the HTML file. I'll assign later in some time these EC2 missions. I'll be reusing the same resources what I created yesterday. Can I make separate files here if I want? I can make it. It's your files. So sometimes, right, you have to ask to the developer. Please ask always this question: do you have any file which says website is working and then it is giving the response code of 200? If it is not responding 200, you have to change here something. That is what. Otherwise, LCheck will fail. 200 is the success status code, response status code. Good. Now, so as for these steps, for example, let me go here. Already security groups are there, target groups, we created it. Before assigning it, we need these components, right? These things. Otherwise, what will fail if you assign EC2 missions now? Yeah, health check will fail. Health check will fail. So LBCs are there. Now let me connect to the EC2 missions. So two EC2 missions we have. One is the, let me change the paths as well. This I'll make it as a for both the concepts. Okay, I'll make it so that it will be easy. In the real time, they don't club like this. So they create a separate load balance, separate EC2 missions for every concept. So let me come to the first one. The ending with 20 is football 206. So from my laptop, I'm doing SSH. Which port number I'm entering here and which port number? 22. Yeah. What is my IP? So check this. Yeah, this is the A ending with 88. This guy. What's this? Security. In the environment, right, we don't get this kind of situation because they'll not change the EC2 mission IP addresses. Sorry, our VPN IPs will be static only. So that may, yeah, save now. So let's do again back. So if you are getting like this issue, right? So one of the interview question you'll get it. How do you debug SSH command? Same command, put like this, Control E. I'm going to the first, put -VVV. One of the interview question. I want to do debug SSH login. VVV means like kind of verbose. So when you install any software, right, in your laptop, there will be green bar going, right, like status will show now, like green, 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 like this, and then at the end it will show that installed something, right? Or if you go to the ATM, when you withdraw money, like it will make a sound, right? Why yeah, why they're making that sound is like, for example, they're making a scientific something. When you install any software also, right, you will get a status bar, green, 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 like this, and then it will come, it will say complete, right? So that is the same way. If you do like V means you want to see the status, like verbose mode something. Here, this is the interview question, you'll get it. This is like, you see, right, very clearly. Get debug. But one of the interview question, how do you, they'll say, hey, run the command in the verbose mode, something they'll say that. It is checking blah blah. You see, right, somewhere it will say that I'm connecting on this port number 22. It will say that. And then internally it will say that I'm going to do keys exchange. I'm giving you the private key. Let's authenticate with the public key. Such kind of concept it will come. So one of the interview question was, how do you run that SSH command in the debug mode? We used to get a, sometimes if SSH is not working, the immediate we say that, hey, run the command in the debug mode. Such VVV-I identification. Username at IP address or DNS name, whatever. Yeah. So for me, important is VVV. We keep it like this. That. So now I'm in that session. So if you want to create these folders, right, in this path. Just, if you want to create these folders, right, there is a command you need to do to create. EC2 files. For now, after login, do like this command, sudo su, run this, then cd to that path. I'll do this. Yeah, I'm inside EC2 already. If you see like this, right, inside EC2. So do this command, sudo su, then cd space, go here, then in this mkdir, this mission is which mission I came? 06 is the football. Run a command called this command mkdir. Go inside this folder, football. Here I have to create a file, right? Echo hi. If I say where the screen will come, where it will print. I want to print to a file. Echo football. Always when you are doing a spaces, right, keep in that double quote. This. Now where it is printing again. Console. I want to redirect, right? Redirection symbol is output redirection.
Symbol.
Yeah. Here, let me create a file called index.data. You can check here ls. This is the path you need. Like under football, you should have a file called index.html. So like if you are able to make it like this, good. So copy this. This is the command. In the interviews, they'll ask you, what is the output redirection symbol?
Great.
Get result. output device. Can you tell me one of the output device is called screen? Screen or console. Yeah. Where you can output one more into a file. Any file. It's a file. Example is index.html. Recently, like I attended one interview, like so almost all they took like 30 minutes on this only. The Israel, I went for Israel team, like one interview. They're asking on this very depth, they went on this topic, like the temp related and all. So some companies, right? Core companies, this is the core basics. It's like so you have to understand this, like output redirection, input and okay. Cool. So now let me do that same activity in other mission. So we are good now. So let me log out from this mission. Exit. If you do exit, you will come out of this mission. Let me go for another EC2 mission instances. Sorry. Okay. Because same security group, if you I'm using it, if you could have allowed that my IP address, it will work for both the EC2 missions. So PEM file is in my download, so I'm running from here. Simple PEM. Repeat. I'm repeating the same steps. This is 154 number. So CD where HTML here mkdir repeat echo. This is okay. Redirection and index.html. Yeah. No. This is the different path, right? The previous index.html. Yeah. This is a separate folder. Good. ls. Yeah. So you should have this kind of structure. The same, repeat the steps. Repeat it for the cricket as well. Same steps. The mistake here is mk here. Then cd. So we are playing the game with the path based. So majority companies, they'll be doing like these activities in the real time also. This is not our job. The developer will give you. They'll keep it code someplace. Yeah, then they'll do. Yeah. So now we are good now. Help me with this flow. Now, as you note down the steps, right? We did the step now. Things are ready. Path creation is ready. And then we need to already we are assigned. No, we are not assigned the EC target groups. Yeah. Let me go here. Yeah. Go here, target groups. So I'll pick the cricket target group. Register target. You see, right? EC2 mission can be assigned to across load balancers, across target groups, right? Yeah. Can attach CLB to ALB under ALB multiple target groups? Yes, you can assign. Yeah. Not restriction. Very important. And then include as pending below. You have to do 2 clicks here in the CLB one time only, register pending. Now what happens here? When you assign a EC2 mission to target group, first this will get validated. The first thing is the health check will validate it. If it is good, we'll see that the health check will. Now what is the status it is saying now? Unused. Oh, let's see. When you create a target group, if it is no EC2, the status will be unused. Somewhere you'll get a refresh option. Yeah. Refresh. Why unused?
No, unless the target group is assigned to the ALP.
Oh,
so
yeah. True. That is true.
Yeah.
I need to assign this target. Yeah, that is correct. What you said. Now let's go back to, yeah, that is true. Go back to football. register targets. The same second mission I'm assigning here. The football include as pending below. Register pending targets. Yeah. So cool. We are good now. As for this flow, right, we can assign to the EC2s. Now the very important thing, all my lab concentrating on this layer, the rules one. Yeah. Let's go back to our rules. Here host can be one host only. It doesn't matter the domain name. The matters here is the path. Let me go for the load balancer. Very important to go for the rules section here. They changed UI a lot. This UI. So here, add rule. Can I club together both the host and you can club host based path based under here? For now, I'll say that. Path. Next, add a condition. It is the path. If my slash do star, otherwise what happens now? You will be typing index.html blah, blah, something, right? So you used to do next after cricket, whatever comes forward to the same target group. With this thought, I'm making maximum falling characters star is there. Let's see. Wildcards also, yeah. If in your request, if slash cricket is there, next, this is important. This is user rate, will be forwarding to a target group. Here we will select the cricket one. Next. This thing is 3. Yeah. Next. Wait. We'll be repeating the same step for the football ones. Rules. Add rule. Hyphen path. Path based. Please, yesterday we were using the host based header. Now today we are using the path based header here. So based upon some request methods also you can play that game. Yes, path is slash. Very important. Does that path should exist in the target server? Otherwise, right? Otherwise, into which folder it will look by default in the HTML only. So that path also should get exist. That is the key. Forward to the football one. Next. Make it the 5. Next. Wait. Yeah. So we are good now. Let me go for this. Again for back to the target groups wala. I'll take a separate page. Yeah. So in the interviews, they'll be asking this kind of question. I mean, you will be seeing this. So if you go right side, somewhere you will have the status. Here only, I think unused or oh yeah. Here you will get sometimes. Like if you create a load balancer, if you are not assigning the if you create a target group, if you are not assigning it, you will see the status something unused kind of thing. Yeah. So click on this wala. Very important for me is this is the one. As it is good, we are good to go. Next. Now it is not unused. So that is the one. Let me access the site now. Here domain doesn't matter. You can come in any domain, but that should match. The slash path should match. So with that thought, I'll be testing with ALB only. I won't use that domain, any domain, what we did. I'll be using this one only. Now you see, right? Please help me here now. You have to tell me. I'll show you the rules. If you're able to understand, here is the rules, okay? Yeah, just like, yeah, I'll access it. Yeah, we'll see. So now go for the rules here. Default it went into the, why it went to the default here? Why? We have path right here. We have path, huh?
No rule default, it will go to ABC one only.
Yeah, I mean, what is the path here in this? You have a path, right? Yeah, true. But what is the path in this? What is the path? You have here slash. So first check this. This domain is there anywhere mapped here? No, right? Anywhere? No, no, it's not mapped here. Host header, it is not mapped here. Now it will check for slash. Is there any mapping? Is there for slash? No. Then obviously this guy. Now let's see. Cloud. Why I am getting it?
There is no folder in cloud.
Where no folder in the cloud. That is
In
correct.
HTML/was/ww.
In which yeah, in which EC2 missions here, in the which EC2 missions. Now request into the which here, where it went.
Yeah, default.
Now it went into this mission. Which mission? ABC. Inside ABC target group, you have EC2. Inside that EC2, in the var w, you don't have this folder now. Now let's do the famous one. Let me keep a slash star. Yeah, you see, right? Something. So yeah, I don't know why it should match to the slash also. That's okay. I'll see that later. So you see right now, the request is going to the after somewhere else, I'm doing a mistake. If you do slash cricket, right? It is not mapping properly. If I do slash, right? Maybe the star because maybe. Yeah. That we'll see. So true. I'll come on that. I'll validate again once. How to map the correct. I'll see. So now you see, right? The now request is going to the objective is here now. This is what my objective. It is going to the ALB. Very important. Please follow the request now. This is the ALB. Now request is going to the ALB. Always follow here. This. On which port number we are listening here request? ALB will listen on which port number?
80.
So it will go to the listeners. Follow this, like this is how we debug. Now there is no something here. We don't have matching because we are matching with the flow rate. I have to see the rules here. Go for the rules and then you see this path. It is going to this path and then forward into this target row. So it is going to the where rules, internal rules. It is matching which rule path from where it request is going to the target will have a EC2 will have a Apache, and then on which port number target will forward here? 8. Apache will run on 80, and then it will have a path called var ww HTML here. Cricket. By default, the nature of the Apache look for the index.html. So now here is the flow. This is one. Now test the other one. It should work. Yeah. You see, right? This is what this. So my objective here is now like to show the path-based render. So ALB has, you see, right? The beauty with the ALB was compared to the CLBs, the drawback with the CLB was if more number of websites are coming, more business is coming like this. So we will be ending with multiple domain names, multiple DNS things and all. The beauty with the ALB is single load balancer. So you can it supports the rules. Why it supports the rules? Because all this whatever you are entering, path, host, all those are called. Can you tell me what are all those called? Path, host, and all. Host, methods, method like the post or get. What all this called? What are these called? Yeah, routings only, but some more good keyword. Yeah.
Headers.
Yeah. Protocol. Port. All this called headers. Which headers? This one you can see that request headers. And then the response headers, for example. So this will be visible at which layer level? L7, which is nothing but the HTTP, the app layer. So you cannot see these things in the network layer. TCP, you cannot see this. So that's why, because ALB supports, we will be assigning the multiple target groups things here. So little on this, sometimes you will be getting these kind of chances. My ALB is getting the traffic or not. So sometimes you may need to monitor whether 200 is coming, how many requests are coming, how many like failures. So this is called here. This is called whatever you did set up, right? That is called infrastructure provisioning. You did now. Next, what is your job? Do we create everyday load balancers or one time is the setup? Now, for example, now in this project, one day. Next, what is your regular job next? Developer will give the content, you have to deploy. That is what next our job. We don't do we touch security groups next time? Like regularly. Think that same we don't. What is our next job is let's say website is slow or failing, and then the developer will be giving next version new code and all. That is we will be deploying to EC2 mission. That is, so sometimes one of your job is to monitoring also. Our job is to monitoring. Monitoring is English keyword. Nowadays they're calling is observability. This is the good keyword. They say that observability. So monitoring is olden days keyword. In your resume, add this keyword observability. You worked on the observability thing. So ALB has a very good. They had a given one kind of concept. Go for the load balancer. Somewhere you see, right? Monitoring. See here. So something, the response, how you are giving the response, how many requests came, we are sending a request count, right? How many 500s came, and then some rules evaluation, we had a rules, right? 400, we got some 400, na? 404 something, right? This and all. See, we got some, this is what it says. Oh, ELB throwing something, 502, something. How can I create 503 error? You know, right? I can create a 503 error, na? We did right last time.
Yes. If we don't register EC2 in the target group, then we got service. And
Yeah. Let me stop this EC2. EC2 mission is also one option, right? If you stop EC2 mission also, it is internally like there is no target groups, right? For example, like there is no EC2 missions in the target groups. Even if you stop EC2 missions, let's say, how it behave. This is in the real time, you will get these kind of problems. As soon as working, nothing problem. No problems. If it is breaking, that is where your talent will come here. 50. Last time we got some error. 50. What was that error previously? You know, please remember these errors are very important. 404, 503 also you have seen. I think bad gateway. Or now what is this?
Survey is temporarily unavailable.
That is for bad gateway. And one more is connection. Now what is the error? 504. This gateway. These are some errors. No? Gateway timeout. Now request is going to load balancer or not here? Now request went into the target group, right? Target group LCheck will be failing or not? No. Let's see that flow. Let's go for target group. Any one target group, pick it. Target group will continuously be checking based upon this time interval. It will be checking continuously. Your LCheck will checking. Somewhere I can refresh, right? This target group section, yeah, refresh now. Now, what is the status? It says now. And EC2 mission got stopped. You see beauty with the load balancer will have the monitoring, and also target group also will have a monitoring here. You see here. I'm checking under target group. How many healthy are there? Healthy, minimum, unhealthy. Now you see, right? Earlier it was 0. Now unhealthy. Now unhealthy. How many are there right now? 1 something. So yeah, go ahead. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. They need AWS. Everyone need AWS console access. Give them create IAM. Give them read only. Read only. Yeah. That is what the concept I'm coming. I'll say one concept. I'm coming there. So now, just a minute. You have a EC2 mission. And you have load balancers. So all
Recording in progress.
like now website is having issue. I want to see how many 500 are coming, something unhealthy now also. Like historical data, current data, everything you can see in the CloudWatch. So people, right, they'll prefer the CloudWatch more than CloudWatch. CloudWatch as good, but they'll prefer. Yeah, Grafana. Very famous now. Grafana. Grafana. There are in the market, many are there. This is the open source tool. Yeah. Those are the paid ones are there. They prefer the Grafana or one is the called Prometheus.
Prometheus, yes.
They prefer it. So usually what we do, we collect all this data, we will send it to here. They use this tool for monitoring, mainly monitoring. So here, right, for the question, whatever you asked, right, we will give access for them here, Grafana Prometheus. You don't need to you don't need to give the console access, this one. So with this, right, the people, whoever, yeah. Yeah. You can do all the emails, Slack, phone call, everything you can do. You can do like notifications you can send. Yeah. it supports. See majority, the Grafana will have majority features as far I know. The extra thing was like technical support. They'll help you the technical. If you want to the paid one, they'll do some. Otherwise, they have all the combination. Yeah. So cool. My objective here is now, if in the load balancer or for EC2, I wanted to validate usage, which is nothing but metrics, slow or failures or 500x errors or 400x errors are healthy or unhealthy. What is the tools are there? Monitoring tools in the cloud. One is CloudWatch. They have a SaaS service also. Now what earlier it was not there. Like I would say like last 2 years back. No, 2 years back this was not there. Grafana. If you type now Grafana, they have a SaaS layer. SaaS. Just few clicks, you will get the data. Grafana. But in the as far I have seen it, the people will not go for this thing because this is a more costly one. What they'll do, they'll take EC2 mission. For this case, they'll install this kind of the tools and all. This is little costlier one because the SaaS one. So keep this thought. Now keep it let me go for the CloudWatch. There is a famous one, Grafana and Prometheus. This is very good in the market. You will get asked in the interviews also. Did you work on the Grafana, Prometheus? Something they'll get. There are the separate jobs also for this. The good keyword for this is the observability. So let me go for here. We stopped EC2 mission, right? We were getting the error 504. By this time, we could have the target group will be checking some health checks. Let's see how it happens. Some kind of 500 error, something. Request comes. Or data adjusting some time. Let me go for the. Let's refresh for a couple of times. Let's send bulk of request. Go for the load balancer. You will get asked with this kind of questions. Hey, can you check the load balancer? Like how many failures were coming? How many? All of suddenly some surge of traffic, like many requests came. You want to see like how many requests come. So this is one of our job to validate how many requests came, how many failures were there, something. Now we are seeing right now. See, you are getting that. What is this thing? You'll be throwing the 500 here somewhere. 503 you got right now. This is the 503 wala na? Yeah. You see here, you will be having like these dots. So what does that mean? Some number of requests for failure. So this is the, please try yourself, create the 503 error, observe the dashboard. So once we go a little further, right? So we'll be exporting all this data to Grafana also. Grafana is very good in the visualization, not like this. You will be getting very colorful, red color, something and all. So that is what the objective. So my objective were like show me show the ALB with the path based and host based. Network load balancer will do simple one kind of lab, the SSH lab we will do. Then we'll go towards the little on the application layer. Like as I said, right? Dynamic we did, sorry, static we did. We'll do some kind of dynamic
static web page, dynamic web page.
Like
yeah, 1 second. The call is yeah. I'll come on this question. Yeah, help me with this. Yeah, what did you do? Content type, you have seen the content type. Two types of, one is the static, dynamic. So next, what is the nature of Apache? What does that mean? It understands
static.
Only static HTML and PHP.
It understands only PHP, no dynamic. For dynamic,
Java.NET.
we use separate servers. Next, separate subject. Next. Yeah.
Message or data.
Yeah, very important. Yeah, content, message, data, form data. Even for example, you do a shopping cart, right? Normally you do a shopping, right? That is also, if you ask me the technical keyword, I'll say that is also one message. We call that is also one message. Whatever you do checkout, right, at the end. For me, the technical, that is called a message internally behind. That is the one. Next. Lab. Posting. Monitoring or
Observability.
yeah.
Output redirection.
Yeah, that is also important. This is comes here. The file which is called this is the symbol. This is a very important. They'll ask you if you attend the core companies, right? They'll target on these things. Very important. I think. So my objective next, like we did already with the SSH thing. So just kind of, because you have to aware some concepts on the NLP, I'll do one kind of NLP, and then we'll enter towards little on the application layer, some kind of dynamic website setup, because in the interviews they'll expect you. So that is what my next like kind of objective. Yeah. Thank you guys. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Someone was asking the question, right? Second. So we entering the DNS name in Chrome so that the request goes to application server. But how the request goes when we have some mobile, in apps we don't enter in the DNS name. The apps are designed in such a way that they'll take the DNS name behind. So in your application, right, they'll enter this kind of DNS names only behind. So whatever you are entering it. In the browser you enter it, but in the apps they could have done the such kind of, like for example, if you open the facebook.com, right, in the mobile, it will show that m.facebook.com something. So they'll use this. Yeah. So behind in the application itself, they could have done the DNS mapping name. Thumb rule is always remember anything mission to mission, phone to server, always thumb rule is you need IP address, whether it is a mobile, whether it is a laptop, whatever, and then the port number. So yeah. True. Yeah, true. Exactly. So in the application itself, they could have done the coding. That's what I mean. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, guys. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you.